Nebraska, Arkansas,
several Midwest
North
areas.
and or South Dakota.
Vote for Bushi, man.
Vote for Bushi. All right, we got
Super Dan and RZI.
RZI and Super Dan up now.
Okay, so very early on in Ultimate, I feel like Young Link was one of those characters a lot of people looked at and went, this character's kind of nice, and it slowly started to die down. Just a little bit.
Honestly, okay, so I think.
Yo!
Oh,
Okay,
no.
A little too hype in the air.
No. At that early of a percent, unless the jump is gone, that's when you start to, because even Dan knew. He was like, no, I'm gonna get back to ledge. This is just the start of it. But yeah, I think that right now, at this meta right now, Young Link is kind of falling into the same place that Sheik was in Smash 4, where it's like, okay, got pretty good neutral and you can rack up damage, but at the higher percents,
see you later.
unless there is a pretty good avenue in, there's really no opportunities to solidly kill.
Yeah.
Where if you get like the super high percents, that's when you gotta start fishing.
Yeah, exactly. There's definitely certain combinations that Young Link can put you into some sort of kill position. Other than that, high percentages, I would say Young Links throw out down air, up air, stuff that will catch opponents in bad spots if they go fishing for something they don't need to. Dan is racking up a lot of damage really fast in the RZI this game, though. I like the Nair over forward smash, though. I feel it. Trying to lead into something good that'll take away Super Dan's first stock.
Time for the cape. Nice anti-air with the up air.
Oh, try to go for a raw
dash attack. Yeah, probably could have punished something a little bit more consistent with that being on shield.
Try to go for a raw downer there. That's one of those moves that, like I said before, Young Link will just start going fishing for if they're at high percent.
And then there, that's finally going to do it.
From RZI so far, we've seen a lot of like chip damage, I would call it. Just a lot of percent here and there. This man is dead again.
Oh, no.
Splash. Yep. He got splashed. That's all right. But RZI, when it comes to Young Link, you want to rack up a lot of damage quick. That's one thing this character is known for, being able to put someone in a position where he can rack up a lot of damage real fast. But a lot of it has just been sort of here and there from RZI. He's going to need to find a way to do consistent damage if he wants to take this game back.
Yeah, see, like honestly, like the problem with this is that right now is that these are two rush down mindsets and rush down characters playing against each other, and it's all about like who gets that opening first. You notice that any time that during this set that where RZI gets in, he gets in. Dan gets in, he really gets in. So it's all about like trying to find that avenue in first and trying to get your damage as soon as possible. And Dan, he's been around the block. He knows all the people who come here. And he knows where he's going on that ladder combo too. He's going straight up.
Dude, you have to be so careful if you're a Young Link in that position, because you know what put him in Dan's combo. He missed one grab. You miss one grab, you're vulnerable for like 3 years. It's 3 years in Mario time, dude. Mario's got all the time in the world.
It's the same thing with ZSS. Like, you know, just don't whiff grab.
Exactly.
Bad things happen to good people.
He's just a lad. He's just a young lad. He's trying to play his Ocarina, man. He's trying to have a good time.
He's just trying to be out here.
Actually, this lad is evil. Never mind. This lad has done bad things.
Yeah, no, he's got the red eyes. He's on that Satan stuff, bro. He's on that OG goth kid phase. You know, no, you don't want to mess with that. I
want to see a Young Link in the area where he just plays like regular Young Link costume, and then when he loses once, he turns into Dark Link. I want to see some more like costume. Like I want to see people tell a story with their costumes, man.
Dude, honestly, like the one thing that honestly would be the coolest thing in this game is if it had a character customization like Soul Calibur. Like if you could just make whatever character you want and put it in Smash. Problem solved. You want your character to you want Gino in Smash? Yeah. Well, the Mii's you can. Mii's are kind of limited on costume. I'm talking about like actually like manipulating.
You talking about?
I'm talking about like
Spore up in here.
The like depth of Soul Calibur.
Graffiti Kingdom.
Mii's with the depth of Soul Calibur. Oh, it'd be over.
Yeah. Oh.
It'd absolutely be over. And you can put whatever moveset you want on him.
Like, dude, Joker's in Smash. Have you seen? Yeah, Joker's. I've already made him.
Yeah.
He's already in my game, dude. I know what you're talking about. We're seeing a lot more even game too, though. However, at any moment, one of these two could find a kill move. Mario's smash tags, though, just so fast, so fire-fueled. So
yeah, you got, like, honestly, that's the one thing that Dan has gotten really nice on the ground game is that anytime that you overextend, he does like to throw out some of the more hurting options. Like, he likes to occasionally just throw out forward smash, up smash, just as a check to see if you're paying attention in the neutral, because if you're not, that's when you run into it. But if you're, like, staying back, respecting his space, then it's like, okay, didn't get hit by this, we're still good.
Yeah. The raw down air, dude. Sometimes you just walk right into the sword. And that's the kind of things you have to hope for if you're Toon Link. Not Toon Link. Well, I guess Toon Link, but Young Link more specifically in this matchup. Where if you get someone up to a high percentage, you just got to start throwing stuff out, man. Hope it works.
That's down smash. Start hanging back on the fireball, space him out a little bit.
And with the smash tag off stage, Dan's been extremely good at taking advantage of situations where RZI is off stage, and this is no different.
Yeah, this is. I mean, it's been what he's been very consistent at this entire set. Anytime that RZI gets off stage, it's just lights out.
It's to the point where, like, if I'm off stage, if I'm RZI and I'm off stage, I would just be like, dude, recover high. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah. Every time you try to recover low, you've been hit with that splat, the water gun, and then the old.
Well, the thing is, also it's scary recovering high, because anytime that Dan starts to chase, that's when he gets, like, scares RZI in the position of getting low. So it's kind of like, it's a very delicate dance of recovery that you got to play when it comes to trying to get past Dan and the just ruthless offense that he can put up.
Moral of the story is don't mess with him.
Oh yeah.
Dan's scary. Dan loves his fair. Dan loves his fairs too, man. Like, chances are, if you recover high, that you're basically just like fair fodder at that point. He's doing it again. He did it again.
He knew. He knew. Even RZI knew. It was just like, oh man, I'm trying to get back, but he's right there.
we just saw someone, like, just manipulate the holy bud out of Young Link, dude. Like, that was just like, he made it very hard for RZI to set up any sort of, like, projectile game. Not only that, when you got him off stage, I'm pretty sure, like, every time RZI went off stage, he died. Like, I'm, like, fairly confident, like, when he went off stage, he was dead.